G'day everybody. I want to talk about why do so many countries, and definitely big countries, hate China. My opinion is they're jealous, right? Because it's not because of what China people are going through. Actually, they're going through some quite hard challenges, right? And when you go through hard challenges, you want to hope your leagues succeed. And guess what? When it comes to the China economy, they're succeeding pretty well, and they've got a good chance when they do fuck up, like a lot of us, because a lot of us are all connected and sort of fucking up at the moment, to recover as they've got the buildings and resources there to do that. They just need some materials. So, good way to them to recover is a good way to connect. So, connection would help them a lot when it comes to recover. They just need some allies to get their materials if they don't have everything, but they've got plenty of things to pump it out, right? And they haven't got anything except more of than what we've got. So we can't complain too much, and we want the things from them, and so they need that. And so in the end, collectively, we made the problem they've got, as we want things from them. We did things, but then we want them to build things in a certain way so we can get things off them. That's the big thing we're having at the moment. But they can't supply too much at once. If they could, they probably would, right? But they're trying to supply the quickest they can, the fastest they can, with the technology they've got. When it comes to technology, a lot of companies have copyrights. So you can't use their technology or make it without their permission or put in, right? And so if you don't want that, what do? You build more of what you can, which is what China did, right? When it comes to those technologies. As we don't fully share technologies, we allow technologies, but we need these countries' help and permission and to be with them and to fix them later on. So independence, they make independence for profit. That's the profit-making thing, usually, when it comes to that, or they believe that they need to control that technology, right? Which is what they did when it comes to nukes. They try to control something because it can get out of hand, which is what it did, as they couldn't control it. They couldn't secure things. It's a little bit like a bank going, I can handle your money, but they got stolen. They go, sorry about your money, it's all gone, but you told me you can't. So where's my money, right? So when it comes to China, everyone's jealous, right? You might, like I'm talking about how we're becoming like China, because in the end, to compete with something that's willing to go hard and is going hard, that means you have to be like them, or you have to beat them and change their mind, right? So they don't do what they're doing. So they pay more fairly. So you can pay more fairly, and the market can be more fair. But if you allow countries that don't play fair and play different than us and do things differently in the market area, but they're allowed to be in the market with us, then how are we meant to compete when it comes to the world market? Stella, you don't need to eat grass. She eats grass every now and then because she doesn't eat, and then she gets the gut ache thinking she needs to eat, that hunger pain. Then she throws up. So when she doesn't eat, she doesn't eat, eats grass, throws up, then eats. Let me know if you've got a dog that does that every now and then. But you know what I mean when it comes to all that. Right? So how does a economy that's collectively together, how do they fix that? To fix an economy that's collectively together, they all need to be collectively educated. Because if they're not, they're like, have you ever heard of the weakest link? You are the weakest link. Goodbye. If you have more that aren't educated, basically educated, office workers, stuff like that, basically, they don't really know about connection and what's what. They just want cool shit and all this kind of stuff. And they're basically educated. And they're the ones, and they're the most numbers, so over 50%, they will elect, guess what? Guess what, everybody? What would happen? What would happen? They can be easily tricked because they don't know, right? And there's more of them. They can elect one just like them. Right? They think something's cool. Well, as long as it's cool, they've heard about it. Right? They'll elect it. Right? So how do you fix that? Things to think about. Isn't it? Anyway, have a good one and see you later.